I'm going to say something. Might be a controversial take for somebody who isn't in the industry. People always think, do OnlyFans if you have a great body. But everyone inside the industry knows the sexiest girl is not the highest earner. Top earners are not the most attractive. They are the most specific. And if you've been posting great content, working really hard, and you still feel invisible, it's not your body, it's the way you're positioned. The good example, a girl always posts low-key, light makeup, content from her everyday life. It's the same vibe every time, and the people start to feel like they actually get to know her and don't just find her attractive. The bad example, the girl flips between luxury bombshell to a vulnerable diary entries to a random thirst trap, depending on the week, and no one can really pin down who she actually is. So nothing really sticks. Now take a second to think about why option B is a bad one. Here's what most girls do. They look at what's working for other creators. Outfits, formats, captions, vibes, and they copy it. Not because they're lazy, nobody says you're lazy, but even some agencies send our scripts to their creators and we see it. So you're not alone there. But because it seems like the obvious move, if that's working for her, it should work for me, right? But you're wrong, because fans don't pay for content. They pay for a person, a specific energy, a specific feeling they can't get elsewhere. And when you look like everyone else, sound like everyone else, post like everyone else, you become replaceable. And replaceable creators don't build loyal fans. They build occasional viewers who leave the second something new catches their eye. To summarize it, take a second to think about what you watch yourself. Your own For You page. It's probably very much niche down. You like unique takes, unique people, interesting lives. So maybe this is a calling for you to let your personality shine a little bit more. Think about creators you actually remember. It's never just, she was hot. Well, maybe sometimes, but you forget about it in 3 seconds. It's always something specific. Oh, she's a teacher who dances and has a great energy. Oh, she travels with her boobs out and she's that really approachable, kind, funny girl. Or she's a girl who farts and is very viral. Think about Lily. Yeah, even farting self. That's not an accident, it's positioning. And positioning is simply being very clear about what feeling you want to give to people. Some examples of what that looks like. The girl who feels like your hot best friend. The girl who is unapologetically dominant and confident. The girl who feels soft and genuinely caring. The girl who is funny and real and never takes herself too seriously. None of these are about looks. All of them are about energy and consistency. Fans pay to feel something. Your job is to know exactly what feeling is yours. Here's how to figure out what makes you different. Step number 1, look at your best performing content, not the stuff you think is best performing, the stuff that actually got the most engagement. Here it's very important that you actually look at the engagement, the likes, the comments, the views, and then make a really rational decision. Don't trust on your feeling, just look at the numbers. Step number 2, look at what fans actually say in the messages. Not just compliments, the specifics, things they come back for. I love you when you're so funny and giggly and you make me laugh. For example, that's gold because you know exactly what they're here for. So you can then lean more into your humor. Step number 3, think about what feels natural versus forced. The version of you that requires no effort is usually the version fans love the most. Most girls are performing a character. They think they need to be, when the most profitable version of them is usually just an amplified version of who they already are. A lot of girls think they need to become someone else to do well. You have to remember your character, stay in character, and it gets exhausting and inconsistent over time, which connects back to that positioning point. Inconsistency makes people distrust you. I personally argue for the complete other approach. Look at who you actually are. Maybe you're naturally sarcastic, soft-spoken, or chaotic and funny, calm and nurturing. And instead of suppressing that to perform something else, you just amplify what you already are. Make it slightly bigger, raise your energy a little bit more, slightly more polished, slightly more on than your everyday version, but still recognizably you. Why that works? It requires no effort to sustain because you're not pretending. It comes across as authentic because it is, mostly. And fans can usually tell the difference between real and perform, even if they can't articulate why, it's just a feeling. Perform content feels slightly off and try hard, while amplified authentic content feels comfortable and magnetic. Again here, you have to decide for yourself. At the end of the day, you have to position yourself well. And some people live and love the idea of playing a character as well, so either way, you gotta stand out. Once you know your positioning, everything changes. Your content becomes more intentional. Every post reinforces that feeling you want to own. Your messages become sharper. Fans know immediately if you're their type. Your promotions are more effective because you're not trying to appeal to everyone. You're speaking directly to your fan. And here's something important. Niches doesn't mean small. The most niche creators often have the most loyal fans who spend the most because those fans feel like they found the only person who gives them exactly what they need. That loyalty is worth more than a million passive followers. One more thing, once you find your positioning, don't abandon it when you have a bad week. Most girls do this. They find something that works and then one quiet week happens, they panic and change everything and start again from scratch. Positioning takes time to compound. Think of it like a brand. McDonald's doesn't change their logo because of one slow week. You don't change who you are because one week was quiet. Stay consistent, refine how you show it, but don't abandon it until you try it at least for a solid couple months. The girls who win long term are not the prettiest or the most consistent posters. They are the most specific, the most remembered, the ones who made fans feel something nobody else could. If you're not sure what makes you different or feel like you're blending in, comment "stand out" and I'll take a look at your page and tell you exactly what you're positioning. And by the way, here's my Instagram, follow in, there's more value, you can always DM me. See you in the next one.